No, everybody seems really excited for this episode.
Yeah. Hey, hi everybody. We're live. Um,
Hey!
Everybody does seem excited for this episode because I this is a really good episode. This is one of my favorite episodes.
You say that every time, actually.
Well, it is my favorite Star Trek show, so a lot of the episodes are my favorite episodes, but this is a good one.
This is one of your favorite of your favorites.
And yeah, it's a fun episode. And as I mentioned in the chat a little bit ago, it is also one of the most memed Deep Space Nine episodes.
I can't wait to find out why.
If you've ever seen the episode or the picture of Gul Dukat, and he's like on a monitor and he's looking out right at the camera and he's saying, "Attention Bajaran workers." That's from this episode.
Okay. Is this the one where Captain Kirk says acting?
No, Captain Kirk sadly is not in this episode.
Oh, that's the only thing you're gonna pick on me for? Man, I left it so open.
Yes, and thank you, John McWhott. I wanted to mention that to everybody before we started actually watching the episode, or actually before we got into our chit chat and everything. On
Repeatedly
July,
throughout our little show here.
indeed, on July 1st, Deep Space Nine is leaving Netflix. So from now on, Dana and I will be watching it on Paramount Plus for subsequent streams where we're watching Deep Space Nine. But so hopefully, those of you who join us and who like to watch along with us have methods other than Netflix to watch Deep Space Nine with us, whether you have Paramount Plus or I mean, if you're watching
some other way
or some other way, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, I mean,
say no more.
Say no more. So, oh, Golden Cut. Yes, he will adopt your baby.
Sally Jane's like, oh, it's this one. Okay.
You know, Radical Bacon. Alan Moraine is not one of.
It's not.
Move Along
but
Home
they
is
play
not
a
one
game,
of,
Steve.
Move Along Home is not one of my favorites, but I do like that episode. I think that episode gets way too much hate. Like if I was going to make a list of the shittiest Star Trek episodes, that episode would not be anywhere near that list. It's a fun episode.
Well, presumably you wouldn't have, wanted to inflict it on me if you hated that episode.
Right, which is why I'm not inflicting any of the Loaxana Troy episodes on you from now on.
Didn't we see her in one, or did we just? Or was that for Ensign's log?
We watched the first one. Which is also probably the best one, unfortunately, because it's still not exactly a great episode.
Good,
but
it's not one that you are partial to. Let's say
no. None of the Loaxana episodes in TNG or DS9 are episodes I'm partial to. Although there was one, I think I mentioned it before. There's one episode of TNG that she's in called Half a Life that is a pretty good episode. That is good enough that her presence and her horrible, like acting and just how awfully the character is written does not spoil the episode.
But she was Nurse Chapel, right?
And yes, she was the original Nurse Chapel.
The actress, okay.
Yes.
And I have heard that Nurse Chapel on Strange New Worlds.
She's excellent.
Really good.
She's excellent.
So if we hadn't had that character in the original series, we're going to have that.
That's true. They could have just cast Jess Bush as another character, and she would have still been on the show and probably still would have been good. But yeah. Yeah, Nurse Chapel on Strange New Worlds is excellent because here's the thing they did that they changed from the original version. They gave her
hired a good actress.
Well, they hired a good actress. That's number one, and also they gave her a personality. Like so
good writing. Always
weird
important.
How that works. Weird,
I know, right?
It's amazing what a difference it makes when you're actually writing a character to be an interesting part of the show instead of just creating something to give your wife a job. Oops.
Home buddy, do you remember to be kind and rewind?
I used to have all of the TOS films on VHS too. I don't have them anymore. I think they're probably at my dad's house somewhere, if they're anywhere. But I used to have. That was one of my proudest nerdy little kid possessions. Was Star Trek 1 through 6 in the VHS in the display case. It was wonderful. So anyway, how have you been?
pretty good. I don't remember if I had dreamed during my nap today, which is good because it means I slept better. And yeah. And
Azalea, yes, I think we are skipping Meridian, by the way. Anyway, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Look at this. Look at those clean knuckles.
Yeah.
I
no
came up with a new way of wrapping my hands. I'm gonna punch the bag today. No boo-boos. Yay.
That's right. You got up early and went for a walk and then went to the Y and worked out for a couple hours.
And then I came home and took a nap with kittens. Woo! I mean, actually cats, but every cat's a kitten. And also a butt. So Azalea Jane, we're skipping Meridian, we're skipping Meridian, we're skipping Meridian.
We are skipping Meridian, yes. Again, that's another
3 times is the charm.
That's another episode that I don't really think is that bad, but it is not like a must-see episode. And since I do want to,
finish at some point.
Skip episodes and finish the show at some point. That is not on the watch list. But that's another one that, like, it's not one of my favorites, but it's like it gets a lot of hate, and I don't think it's
apparently from Sarah.
Apparently.
Can't tell you, Andrew. I know nothing more than you do. In fact, you apparently know more than I do. I now know that Sarah loathes that episode. That's it. By the way, Andrew, thank you so much for leaving multiple comments on my Ms. Marvel episode 3 review. I just watched episode 4 and I can't wait to talk about it. I'm probably going to shoot that after we get done here. Woo! So, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah. And you're finally you're sort of back on top with the Ms. Marvel reviews because you started out a little bit in the hole because you were
because I was
first one, And also, you kind of decided. I think you didn't decide to do reviews until after you watched the first one, right? Like it wasn't something that you.
Yeah, we were talking. Well, I think it was when I asked you, and you said you weren't going to review it. I'm like, and we'd been talking about it for a bit. And I'm like, right. Well, obviously, I have enough thoughts. I can do a video on this sucker.
Absolutely, and your reviews have been great so far. So
Well, I do have a fair amount of help.
Well, you write
it's
it.
It's a well written show.
That's true. Yes, the show has been excellent so far. It's one of the things like you mentioned in I think your review of episode 2 maybe or episode 3, one of where that the viewership of it has not been outstanding.
The second one, yeah, I said that in the second one, yeah.
And you compared like the viewer, like the number of people who watched the first episode versus the number of people that watched like the first episode of the Obi-Wan show. And I mean, I get like Star Wars and it's. But
as well as Obi-Wan Kenobi and Kamala Khan.
And even though,
Kamala Khan.
Like even though Ms. Marvel is part of the MCU and part of the Marvel brand, like Ms. Marvel, the character herself is not as well known as other, but it's such a shame because Ms. Marvel has been great. And that Obi-Wan show was just a waste of 6 hours. I mean, it's like this show is so good.
That was your choice, man.
Well, I mean, I'm not complaining. But it is what it is. I didn't.
It was a waste of 6 hours. Really sounds an awful lot like complaining to me.
No, I'm not complaining about having watched it. That's my opinion of it. As you and I have talked about, like it wasn't so bad that like I'm sorry I watched it.
It wasn't so bad that you enjoyed it either.
But that would have been if it was at least bad enough if it was so bad that I enjoyed it because it was like so bad it's good. But it wasn't even that. It was better than the prequels, so that it cleared that incredibly low bar. But there's just nothing about
it. As in what? It didn't dig a hole for itself.
Yeah. There was nothing about it creatively that justified its existence. It was like it didn't tell me anything I felt like I needed to know. It didn't tell me a compelling story in its own right. It was just, oh, here's Obi-Wan. You like seeing Obi-Wan, don't you? Here he is for 6 episodes. And Andrew, if the Obi-Wan show was a talk show with Ewan McGregor, see, I had the idea. I had a similar idea. I wanted it to be the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and it was a musical variety show.
Yeah, that's what we were. I mentioned that I mentioned that in the most recent Ms. Marvel review, and so he commented on that, and I think I responded something about the talk show, and I'm like, no, it's a variety / interview show, and in my mind, it's a variety / interview show. where they do a little,
Okay.
little performance, like a
They do
clip
little
from a song
sketches
or
and stuff.
something,
Yeah.
and then they sit down. And Ewan McGregor introduce, he does a little bit of, some weak patter introducing them,
Right.
of course.
So kind of like the Carol Burnett show, but also with like a little bit of Graham Norton thrown in, or like Mike
Mhm.
Douglas, where they sit down on the couch and they have a little chat, you know.
Yeah, with the Graham
Yeah.
Norton, there's usually a mini performance towards the end. Like the last guest is usually a musical performer, and then they do a bit from their song and they join the couch. But this would be each one does a little performance or a bit, and then they come sit on, and they join the interview bit.
Yeah. Black Cover 95, wouldn't that be suited for a holiday special? Hey, the Obi-Wan Kenobi holiday special. I would watch it. And 255 AD
Hmm.
talking about oh, go ahead, Dana.
By the way, everybody, happy Pizza Day.
Yes, indeed. I have mine right here. Um,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah, and Black or 255 AD is asking some questions in the chat about the video I put up today, where I talk about one of my favorite Superman comics, Superman for All Seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I kind of mentioned 255 AD as is it supposed to be a period piece? Um, I don't think so. I think, like I say in the review or in the video, it just has kind of a timeless quality. I don't think it's specifically supposed to be a period piece. I think that the reason things look the way they do is a stylistic choice to sort of give it kind of a floating sort of sense that it's not tied to any specific time period, um, which is one of the things I really like about it. That it, like I said, it has kind of a fable-ish feel. It feels like a fairy tale or like a tall tale a lot more than it feels like. I mean, there are certainly moments in it where it feels like a superhero story when Superman is doing Superman stuff, but a lot of it feels very sort of hazy, nostalgic, small town America type stuff. It's not really specifically a period piece. So
Um, Vilcata, I really hope so. I
I
really
mean,
hope.
I don't, unless they want to do like what I kind of wished they had done this time and just do an Obi-Wan show where it's just a completely independent story that's just Obi-Wan having an adventure that has
Yeah,
nothing that doesn't have all the prequely shit where it's like, oh, here's Luke and here's Leia and here's Darth Vader. Like, no, just have Obi-Wan get caught up in an adventure that's brand new and has nothing else other than Obi-Wan in it. They could do that, but if they want to
they could
keep
call
doing
it. If they did do a crossover, they could call it Obi-Wan DeLorean.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you. Um,
Oh, thank you,
and
cynical optimist. I hope we can entertain you tonight.
Chris Kringle, I will say that while none of the shows or movies have done so, I know that Star Wars: The Old Republic runs Life Day every year. It's fun. You can throw snowballs at people.
Yeah. Wasn't there like a reference to Life Day in The Mandalorian in one of the episodes? I seem to remember a lot of Star Wars nerds making like a huge deal over like there was some passing reference to Life Day and they were like, "Oh my god." And I was like, "All right, fuck, calm down." It's like everybody lost their minds about there was a little Easter egg in the last episode of Strange New Worlds where the storybook that Dr. Mbenga is reading his daughter was written by Benny Russell. Everybody was like losing their fucking shit over it. And I was like, yeah, it's neat. Calm the fuck down. Jesus Christ. Like you're like hyperactive children.
Cynical optimist, you fit right in here. Because let me
Obi-Wan
tell you,
DeLorean
bad
would
jokes
be,
are just like, that's my jam.
Vilcata Obi-Wan season. Oh, Andrew does it one better. Obi-Wan and done. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Given the quality of this one, let's hope so. I mean, again, unless they
Obi-Wan to
decide
go home.
Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan, no more. No more.
Obi-Wan, no.
Obi-Wan, no more.
Obi-Wan. Obi-Wana. The way they handled the book in Strange New Worlds, Steve, I have no idea what they're talking about.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't notice that. He was reading the book to his kid. I guess they did. There wasn't like a shot of the actual page he was reading out loud to his daughter. I guess that's what it's referring to. But I didn't notice that. I don't really. That didn't bother me. Um,
Okay.
35 AD says, "Do you ever think about how incredibly anticlimactic Obi-Wan's death would be in the first movie if you watch the prequels first?" I mean, yeah, I guess it's a good thing that I'm the kind of viewer that I don't really you're like, I don't really take those into account. You know what I mean? Like people have said, well, the thing about the prequels is that, it ruined Star Wars. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess I can see how that might be true. But when I watch Star Wars, I'm watching Star Wars, like I'm not thinking about what happened in the prequels. I'm watching that
No,
movie.
but I mean, I think people are talking about, ruined the franchise. And I mean, for me, that was, I mean, that was very much a watershed moment. I mean, I talk about that in, I think, my first Miss Marvel review. I mean, that was it. That episode 1 was what changed how I approach thinking about upcoming movies. Like, complete paradigm shift. It's now if there's a movie that I'm looking forward to, it's always with at least some trepidation because of episode 1.
Cautious. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh goodness.
Well, because now it's like when the buildup can be so great, and now you have this very, very memorable example of
buildup that I was so stoked for that movie, and then
everybody was. Oh, everybody was. I wasn't. Like I said, I've always been more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan, but I was super pumped for episode 1. It was like an event. It was a cultural event. Like, there's a new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Oops. Never mind.
And I mean, I was right at that sweet spot age. Like, I was grown up, and I was like, something connecting to my childhood.
Yeah.
And this was before, like, choosing your seat and, like, everything online. So still the days of and I camped out for tickets, and then I stood in line for like a while to get a good seat at the movie theater. Yeah. Oh
boy, that's another thing that I feel like I've already taken for granted, that you can order tickets online and choose your seat to go to the movies. I'm like, I got used to that so fast, and I was like, oh yeah, how did we remember when you had to stand in line at the door and buy your ticket from someone in a window, and then you had to just go into the theater and hope you could find a good seat? Like, oh, well, how did we live that?
No. If you wanted a good seat, you got there early. It was first come, first served. And I mean, there are a number of there are plenty of theaters that still do that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, not every theater is, but yeah. And,
Andrew, you're a terrible liar. I mean, seriously, ain't any of us believe that.
I hate things that bring people joy, because I think I may be dead inside.
Yep, that's why you never do anything fun with your daughter.
Does this make you happy? Well, I hate it.
Yeah, seriously. Come on, Andrew. Like, any of us believe that. Nope. David C. Drake. It was like I don't remember exactly at what point in the movie, because I've blocked most of it out of my mind. I think I've never seen it again, and I have no intention of doing so.
Yeah.
Now, I won't say you couldn't pay me to watch it again, because here's the thing, you could. I don't know how. I've never thought about how much it would take.
A negotiation would have to take place.
Yeah, I would. Reflection would have to be made. Yes, I remember that. I've seen clips.
Randomly, I'm not even quite sure how we got on the subject, but Jason and I, when we were recording the bonus content for Let Me Listen podcast patrons on the upcoming episode of Late Seating, I think it was because we were talking about Obi-Wan, maybe. But anyway, Jason started going into, like, how would you re-edit episode 1 to make it better? And he spends like half an hour just, throwing things out there. Like, here's what we would do. We would cut this, we would cut this, we would cut this. We both agree, just lose the pod racing scene altogether.
Okay, so you were both talking about this, because I thought he was going on and on, and then he would say, okay, so I would take the film, and then I would set it down, and I would take out a lighter
and I would set it on fire. No, I mean, I think what we both agreed that, like, there are ways, just sheerly through editing, there are ways you can make the movie shorter. There aren't really any ways to make the movie better, because the movie is
that's why I said what I did. That's the way to make the movie better.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the thing that, like, I did not when I saw it in the theater, it wasn't like it did not immediately strike me as being so bad that I was like shell shocked or that I had to like talk myself into liking it or anything like that. I was underwhelmed, but I didn't think like this is one of the worst movies ever. I just thought, well, that's a little disappointing. Um, one of the things though that struck me the very first time I watched it was uh, that pod racing sequence had been so hyped, like leading up to the movie. That was the thing that like the Lucasfilm people and all the promotion and everybody was like, wait till you see this pod racing scene, it's going to blow your mind. And it was so boring and pointless, and I just sat there for 5 minutes or however long it lasts and just like was all right, come on, I get it, let's go, let's
Yeah.
have the movie. It just takes forever and it's
I'm
so boring and
generally
pointless.
not a fan of, in general, not a fan of action sequences. Not that I don't like them, but I don't like them as much as other people tend to. And I get bored with them pretty quickly. So if they're not brief, then I'm just like, okay, that's nice. I've seen these movements, you know, what is new about this? Usually not that much.
Yeah. Yeah. And but by in contrast, there was very little hype about the lightsaber fight, which to me is the only good part of the entire movie. You know, when the Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul lightsaber fight is actually really good, and it's the only time in the entire movie where it comes even remotely to life and feels like these are real people with goals and and passion and energy and and that was, but everybody was like, oh, the pod race is such a waste of time. But well,
Yeah.
there was less
David C.
dialogue.
Drake is not wrong.
There was less dialogue during the lightsaber fight too, though.
Yep. Radical Bacon, I'm curious, are you creating spells for this, or are you just organizing spells that already exist? Because yeah, look at him, just blah 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 blah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah,
shall we watch this excellent episode of Deep Space Nine that we have gathered together to watch this evening?
sure, sounds great. Let's go for it, and then maybe play some Wordle.
I have it all set up.
You got it all set up, okay? Because I'm gonna want to not go super late so that I can knock out that video.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Whoever said I look good, great, because I did my hair a different way this time. I've actually got clips in the back instead of a hair tie or a barrette, and I was just like, huh, I like that. So it came out kind of nice, and it just sort of fell into a very smooth sort of thing. Like you can tell because I'm just like la 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 playing with my hair. So yeah, this is actually, I'm probably just gonna like toss on a scarf so I have a little bit more decoration but I'll be wearing the same thing for Miss Marvel episode 4.
So those people who are in the know, you'll be like,
yeah,
she's wearing
audience, you guys get that special tidbit. You'll know that it was like the same thing. I just went right into it. Like I literally just watched the episode and then I was like, I took notes.
Yeah.
And I'll just be going from the notes, y'all. So because I'm gonna be out of town starting. We're leaving tomorrow and not getting back till Monday. So I'm just like, okay, let's get this out of here.
Let's get this done. All right. So we're watching season 3, episode 7, Civil Defense.
Radical Bacon says today's word was difficult. All right.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to see about that when we.
Fingers crossed.
Andrew, yes, she did send me one of her bossy ass episode plan emails for season 3, and I'm mostly following her suggestions, although not entirely. So hopefully,
well, she's not here.
Hopefully, when I deviate from her suggestions, she will not be too cross with me. But honestly, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do?
Kick you off your channel? Can she do that?
No, she can't kick me off my own channel.
But she could kick you off my channel when I do the Saturday 6 sometime.
Yeah, because for some reason I'm not a mod on your channel.
I gotta keep your head to a manageable size somehow, Steve.
I am
apparently insults enough are not cutting it. All you do, you just look over at the shiny plaque on your wall. It's like, it's okay. I am a superstar. I am a superstar.
I do. I can't do it on camera for obvious reasons, but I do a Dirk Diggler in front of it. I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star. What?
um, who was it? Was it Q who made you hit yourself?
Oh, slam it in the drawer. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. All right.
Okay.
Caitlin, he's in Maryland. So that's going to be a
Right.
long train ride.
America's a big place. I think I'm safe
For now, anyway.
for now. Yeah,
We ain't got no bullet trains.
Yeah.
It's just
Dirk
Mr.
Diggler,
System,
Black Cover 95.
It's just Mr. System 96. It's in the description, and it's just Dana Coldares. It's just my name. Nothing fancy.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna count us in, Steve?
Yeah, for real this time. Okay, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let me get the time code up on screen for everybody. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, you weren't ready. Are you ready,
well,
Steve?
Now I'm ready. All
right, let's go.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Ah!
Establishing shot.
Very important. No, Andrew, you're not skilled enough. I am confident that you are smart enough. You haven't developed your skills in that particular area.
Just takes practice, that's all.
Oh my. You have 10 seconds. This is going to be a short show.
You thought you saw establishing shots before. Wait till you just see a shot of space just hanging there empty after the station blows up.
Space!
Space! The best part of that clip is when he almost laughs.
Tim Curry.
The best part of that is when he almost laughs before he says it. Like he comes this close to breaking and he's like, "No, I'm going to go for it." They probably won't use this take.
And they kept it because it was so awesome. And now he's just like, I did 3 other takes and I didn't choke in the others. They used that one. Everybody notices. It's a meme. Everybody loves it, Tim.
Oh, well, in that case.
He was one of my very first crushes, I'll have you know.
Well, that just shows you have good taste sometimes.
Actually, here you go.
Are you
Here
telling
you go,
me I'm
Steve.
number one? You telling me I'm number one?
No, you're number 4. Wait, let me count. Wait.
Does the thumb count?
Maybe it's this one.
So you're counting all the. So I'm like number 8.
9, I think. 1, 2,
9.
3,
Oh,
4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Chris Kringle, that is good.
Is that 8 Cardassian minutes or 8 Federation minutes? You have 2 minutes.
Man, your math really sucks. Fail safe. Andrew, not necessarily. Did she quote the entire thing? It doesn't think.
Thank God the Cardassians never changed any of my passwords.
Yes, I mind. Can't you kick him out? Or like have the rest of the secret
You
show
would
up?
think Odo could just kick him
drag him out.
Yeah. That's all.
That was all. I guess you would know.
I've seen it. Let's shimmy up this tube slide. What do you say? Boy, Ducat must have just spent an entire day recording all these threatening cameos.
Good night, Andrew.
Night, Andrew.
Ooh, Caitlin, that's gonna be sticky. It's like there's mosquitoes.
Yeah, oh God. Caitlin, yeah, that's an interesting point. They had to write like all of this stuff for Mark Alimo to say while Gul Dukat is droning on in the background. I wonder what he was saying. Oh no, he's releasing the Batman gas. Yeah, you're right, Brian. Well, at least those of us who have Paramount Plus, which in two
Yes.
weeks, yeah. Or wherever other people are watching it. Uh-oh.
Gosh dang it.
Should have left while we had the chance. Well, good thing we're not Bajarans. Oh, sorry, Kira.
Licata, I think that indicated that he doesn't, because like he didn't tell Jake that there was a juncture there.
They were stuck in a satellite loading bay, just polishing switches to make their way. Bill Cotta, that's funny. Young Ducat with a mustache. A big bushy 70s one, like a big Tom Selleck. I'm surprised it took her this long to start shooting at stuff. I was going to say that reroute the APT relay to the secondary buffer. I
Hi,
was going to say
David.
that.
Don't ever forget that. Wow, she got a bit of enunciation there. Oh. Can't you just knock him out?
Don't look at my search history. The door's open side to side, dudes.
Kris Kringle, I thought they were sort of, dashing around a little bit,
Yeah, they
what do
looked a
we do?
little
What do
like
we do?
confused or something. Yeah. God, he's got Hulk strength. 255 AD. I was thinking of the exact same reference. All right, we're just going to have to chop these hands off real quick.
It's the only way.
All right, I'll shoot this one with a phaser, I guess. What are they doing? Like they're just over there working.
Your deaths will not go unavenged.
Yeah. Bum bum bum.
Well, at least I'll go out playing solitaire.
Or what were they playing in the Avengers? Gattaca, or not Gattaca? Galaga. Gattaca is the movie. Galaga is the video game.
Wait, no, here, take it back. Hurt yourself. Well, you're supposed to follow the rules of acquisition, dude. Your
Even the
father
rules.
warned you not to follow the rules of acquisition?
You have to
Uh-oh.
follow. You have to follow all the rules, even the rules that contradict the other rules.
I know, right? Weird.
Well, my
I'm a
cousin
good
owns a
guesser.
space station, but people only think it's a moon.
Why are you just no? Just tell him to shut up. You don't suck as much as most of them do. Oh God, oh God. Annoying. Yeah, I would. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Snake Bit Cat. Smack him in the ear. Smack him in the ear. Honk. Look around. Look around. It wasn't even mine.
I'm willing to risk others of you getting hurt.
Nope, you'll need more than that because we're not far enough into the episode.
Oh, there's still some shit that needs to happen.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Standing next to you.
Whoops. How many levels are there?
I know.
Oh no. Ah, it sucks to be that guy.
Hey, see, that's why they were over there.
Yeah.
He's the guy who dies to prove that the situation is serious.
He's the red shoulder, not the red shirt. Close.
Pajamas, pajamas. uh I felt very distressed. Yes.
I can, yes.
What's in it for me?
Exactly.
Oh, he's not groveling. Not necessarily. You don't know that. $255 AD. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. He's squeaky. We've got what's his name?
Not him.
No, because I don't want to give you an additional, power play. Nope. Don't negotiate with terrorists. I'll die. We'll die. Yeah, 255 AD. That's what I was like, why are you assuming that it's not just Ducat? I,
Oh shit.
Oopsie, my bad. Blake, that's pretty good. You I thought you said it was his ambition.
It can be
Like his
both.
dad. I mean,
Why not
make up
both?
your mind. Yeah, but then he'd have known about it.
I would just like to point out, by the way, that this scheme that Cisco and O'Brien are attempting to escape from the room is virtually identical to something that MacGyver does in the pilot episode of MacGyver.
Nerd.
Yes. Would you like to set off the black powder with the fiber optic cable, sir?
Sparkle, 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 sparkle.
Happy 4th of July!
Come on. Garrick, come here and hold my hand. Are you always so passionate?
255 AD, so the people could crawl through, obviously.
It did not not make a perfectly person-sized hole. They could have squeezed through a hole, definitely smaller than that. O'Brien might have been extra squeezed, but yeah, the hole was much taller, much taller than they needed. Not necessarily.
Anybody have a pair of rocket boots?
Caitlin, I agree about the aggressive flirting. And they argue a lot, which means they're always aggressively flirting.
You know what that means.
They always horny.
They always horny.
It's really good that this is a post-scarcity society, because repairing all this is going to be really expensive.
Well, okay, we can save the station, but first we're going to have to break everything.
Do you expect me to believe that the commander does not know every bolt, every weld in his ship?
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun. John McWhat. Yep. Bye, Zero.
Oh, bye, Zero.
25580. Sparkles. So are they all honorable men.
And Odo is an honorable man.
I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy how your integrity is going to get us all killed. I'm crying over milk that's spilled. I hope you're happy in the end. I hope you're happy. Okay, no. Black Cover 95, that was from Wicked. So.
Oh, it must be St. Patrick's Day. They dyed the fire green.
I didn't mean it last time, apparently.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah, you made it. Ducks. Why is it always ducks? There's going to be a slight drop for the fire. Hey, guess what? O'Brien's suffering.
Yes, he is.
Suffering. Keep going. You sad.
Fuck it.
Shoot him. uh, oh, God, he's wearing stirrup pants. I remember those.
Keeps the legs nice and straight. You're welcome, you piece of shit.
No, 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 no. How do you think she got the moon?
And they all lived happily ever after.
But the other thing is, they both could have been true. You know, nowhere near as smart as he thinks, and still the most devious con artist, the most devious Ferengi he's ever met. He just doesn't think well of any Ferengis.
Very true. So yeah, I really like that episode.
Why do you really like that episode?
Aside from the fact that they MacGyver their way out of that ore processing place, I really like it. It has two of my favorite turns in an episode, which is the first time Gul Dukat, when Gul Dukat actually shows up, and then the second turn when he gets stuck on the station with them. I love both of those turns so much because first they set up Gul Dukat with, you know, having him on the monitor and having him be like the voice of the program that's trapping everybody, and that's fun. And then the real Gul Dukat shows up, and we have that delightful scene where he's just so full of himself and he's in full
Doot,
villain
doot,
mode.
doot,
Yeah, and it's
doot.
like he's just walking
And
on
then
cloud
he
nine.
gets Gul Dukated.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
gets
like,
Gul Dukated.
but no, I
And
was being good.
it's so well done.
His response to like, this isn't fair.
Yeah, what? It's so well done. And so there's that. I love that. I love that the jeopardy that the characters are in keeps increasing. You know, like the noose just keeps getting tighter and tighter. The only thing that I really the only flaw that I think it has is that it comes down to Cisco just pushing a bunch of buttons, you know, to save the
Plus, he
day.
was also putting doodads in the
Yeah, yeah.
whatchamacallits.
But it's like I mean, and this is something. I mean, this is I talk about this sometimes in regards to Star Trek, because especially like Star Trek from this generation of the franchise, from TNG forward, um, you know, they love those touch screen control panels, and you see characters just, you know, pushing buttons on the touch screens, and it's like you can't there's no sense of what they're doing or what anything means. It's just, oh, I got to fix this thing, you know what I mean? And I've always found it better to, I mean, even if it's as simple as, you know, you have to get to that side of the room and throw that lever, like that's a thing that we as the audience understand and that reads visually.
It's not
So
just
like,
doohickeys. Well, it's like I got it
yeah.
all figured out. This was forward and this was reverse. Like he has
Yeah.
a thing that he does,
Yeah.
and it makes sense in his. So it's consistent.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I think and that's a relatively minor flaw. I mean, other than that, it's like, I think it's a really, really strong episode.
Sarah Scott Gul Dukat is good. And
Gul
the
Dukat
255 AD, was that you? Yes. So the honorable man speech is not supposed to just be delivered completely sarcastically. It's supposed, he is being sarcastic, but Mark Antony delivers the speech about Brutus and the other conspirators, and he starts out because the crowd is against him and is favoring Brutus when he begins his speech. So he has to sound genuine at the beginning, and then as he works through it, he gradually shifts. So it's supposed to be a gradual shift. So,
so what did you think of the episode?
I didn't like it as much as you did. But I did like those points. I did enjoy Gul Dukat, him showing up and posturing. I was like, okay, that's just, you know, one more thing for them to have to deal with. This is the episode where O'Brien suffers, and so does everybody else.
And O'Brien's like, how do you like it? This is every
See?
day for me.
Oh, Sarah, I told Steve that, you know, because we were all like, what you gonna do? It's like, well, you know, she can't kick you off your own channel. But Sarah, you can, you know, sometime when y'all are both around for Saturday 6, you can kick them off my channel.
Don't give her ideas. Don't give her tools.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You really think she hasn't thought of that before? You really think that hasn't occurred to her?
That's true. That's true.
There you go. All right.
I'm sure there's been some time when I've popped off in the chat during a Saturday 6 and she's like, I could get rid of him so easily.
She'd put you in timeout.
Yes. So you want to play some Wordle, and then
let's go for it,
and then wrap it up so you can shoot your
Radical Bacon said this one is hard.
Well, we're gonna find out. All right, so this is today's Wordle. As always, Dana is only I'm describing it to her. She is not seeing the game screen. So
I'm not writing nothing down. I just have to remember it.
Right. Although I guess you could write stuff down if you wanted to. But
yeah, I know, but we haven't been playing it that way, so I'm just consistency.
That's true. Okay,
consistency.
So your first word.
Stare. S-T-A-R-E.
Stare.
Sarah, Steve's gonna think you're coming over to play baseball. I'm sure he would be delighted. Okay.
Yeah, Sarah, that's what it sounds like. I have a baseball bat in my truck you can borrow if you want to play baseball. Okay. This is deja vu all over again. Remember last time all we got was the A, but in the wrong place? That's what we got this time.
Oh, golly.
No S, no T, no R, no E, and A, but in the wrong place.
So Viticus, absolutely not, because the second A cannot be in the right place. All right. What was my second word last time? I don't remember.
I can't remember. I don't remember.
RSTLNE. So I want. I'm sorry, everybody. This is going to be very dull for a minute while I think.
She needs to think.
What about blind?
Okay, well, there's no A in that.
Yeah, I know. I'm going for letters, dude.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll try blind. All right. Ooh, nothing.
Ah!
Nothing. No B,
Okay.
L, I, N, or D.
Okay. So there's no E, there's no I. There's no O.
Well, we haven't tried O yet. There could be an O, but we haven't tried O.
Okay,
We
no. That was
tried
another.
O, and we haven't tried U.
Yeah, because the other last time I think my second one was lions or something like that.
Yeah.
Didn't I do that?
Yes.
No, the A is not in the third. If you haven't done it, John, what? Yes, you may suggest guesses. Bland would not be, and obviously it can't be Cabal because I've now gotten rid of the B and the L.
Right.
Or it was stare and then blind. Nope. Can't be roach either because I got rid of the R. But okay. Man, choke would have worked if it was E in the wrong place instead of the E. Yeah, if we'd had the E in the middle. Okay. X copy would work. No, there's an A in there somewhere, Caitlin.
Yeah, there's an A. Either one of the first two or one of the last two letters. Yeah, it's that we just know the A is there, but it's not the third letter.
No, it can't be the third letter, Sarah.
Yeah.
What about Mocha? M-O-C-H-A.
M-O-C-H-A. All right, let's try it. Jesus, nothing. And the A is not in the right place.
Oh my God!
No M. This is Radical Bacon said this was a tough one so far. Yes. Okay, so no M, O, C, or H, and we know now that the A is also not the last letter. So
or S or no R-S-T-L-N.
No, yeah, again,
none of that.
Just like last time, the Wheel of Fortune letters are not any help at all.
Oh my gosh, we might not get this, Steve. We only have 2 more guesses.
We have 3 more guesses.
We have 3 more guesses. Okay.
Yes.
It throws me off because my brain is like 5 letters, 5 guesses.
I know.
And it's not.
You get 6 guesses. You get 6 guesses. Yeah.
See, Sarah, apparently I do not remember the rules. I'm used to getting it in like 3. Okay.
We're gonna.
I was thinking acorn, but that ain't gonna work.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we still have you.
There's still there could be a U, and there could also be multiple A's. It's just there can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be the third or the fifth letter.
Okay, gosh, and we've used so many letters. Okay. There's no A, B, C, D, E.
Right. Yeah.
There's no H.
No H.
Um,
No I. We haven't tried J.
God, there's no H. Man, that sucks. Yeah. Radical bacon. And no R, otherwise it could be auger with a U.
Right. Yeah. No R.
Well, Wordle comes after the show. Weekly Wednesday Wordle.
Yeah, that's right. It's Weekly Wednesday Wordle.
Um, yep, no E, Caitlin.
And we have no L and T. I just thought vault, but there's no L and no T.
Man, we might be here all night. I'm not gonna get to do my review this week, everybody. Yeah, it's so exciting, Black Cover 95. Woo! This is us with the party. Yeah. Oh, I may have to break down and write something down because I'm just. Yep, no C and the A in the wrong place.
Right. Yeah.
I'm thinking about last letters. Yeah, because I'm seeing CK and things like that, and I'm thinking about like consonant blends, what goes at the end. So we can't have ND, we can't have ST, we can't have CK. We can have G.
What about John McWhatt's guess of jazzy?
I don't like that. It's so weak in terms of letters. Jazzy is rough. It does fit, but what happens if you guess something that's not a word?
Then it doesn't accept it.
Okay, so if it's not a word, it doesn't accept it. Okay.
Yeah.
Have I guessed an M?
Yeah, mocha.
Okay, mocha.
Yeah. No M. I do like gawky better than jazzy. Yeah, let's go for that one. It gives us Gawky?
more. Yeah. Okay, and we have so the letter A is not at the end, and it's not in the middle. Yeah, because that was the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
Try that one.
Gawky. That is it.
What?
That is it. Holy shit,
Sarah!
you got it.
No, Sarah got it.
Did
But
Sarah
was
suggest
just like-
that one? Well, that is, yeah, well,
Yes.
congratulations, Sarah. Yep, that's it.
We make a great team. Thanks, everybody.
GAWKY.
Thank you, Sarah. Great. You know, yeah, I was
That's
liking the why at the
fantastic.
end, but good job.
That's fantastic.
Now, Sarah, if you are sneaking in, yeah, good job, everybody.
Good job, Sarah. Absolutely. I was gonna go for quaff.
Yeah, I know, but
If
I
wasn't
wanted to
gawky.
stay away from those double letters.
QUAFF.
And A can't be in the middle. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That wouldn't have worked. You're right.
But
that
I don't mind guessing one that doesn't work if it gets us enough letters.
Yeah. Which, as it turns out, that wouldn't have been any help anyway. Because yeah,
Sarah, you are smart.
Nicely.
Yeah,
done.
there was no Q or no.
There was no Q.
F.
There was
So.
Thank you, Sarah. Good guess. Hell yeah.
Hooray! So
shall we wrap things up?
Oh yes, and is there something for me to download?
Oh yeah, you mean our video that? Yeah.
My video.
Your video, yes, but yeah,
yes.
It's
so Steve and I made a video together about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And I'm gonna have that to go up on Saturday, since I do have Saturday 6. So I'm really excited about that. It is ready for me to set up and do the things. So I'll set that up for Saturday. And I'm gonna use my notes, get cracking on the Miss Marvel review.
Miss Marvel review, yes.
And I'll have that up next week. So hooray. If I can make sense of it tonight. Woo! I'm camera ready though, so
you've got this.
Put on the scarf. I got this. Fingers crossed. Knock wood. And don't forget that Steve has a video going up on Monday.
Correct.
And one on Wednesday. Lots of politics next week, folks.
That's right. Next week is politics.
And yes, once you know where the A and the Y is, yeah.
Then it opens.
Oh, and you had the K too. Oh man, just filling in the other letters. Yeah, that almost makes it harder because you're not getting as many letter guesses in.
Yeah.
Blake, it's more likely than you think.
Yes, indeed.
Because it's the meme. Politics in this society, it's more likely than you think. Anyway, and also don't forget to check out the links down in the description, because you have charitylinks.page. Helping people out is always great. Indeed. And then there are also links to abortion resources and groups that are helping women. And now that Roe versus Wade has been overturned, did you put the candidate web pages down there?
Did I put them in this one? Let me see. I don't think I put them. I don't think I did. But I will add them after the stream is over. I will drop.
Okay, yeah. So candidate web pages are down there, and I would highly encourage everybody to those are Democratic senatorial candidates. I would highly encourage people, if you have the opportunity, those are in those are all in close races. So all of these Democrats could use help either in gaining a seat, flipping a seat, or in keeping a seat, so that we can increase the Democratic majority in the Senate. That would be awesome. And even if you can't afford to donate, you can still follow them on social media and boost their messages. It's a great way to help get them, more recognized, give them, an increase in visibility, because that can super help a campaign. And it doesn't cost you anything that you're not already paying for your internet and other utilities anyway. Yes. And I mean, there's definitely, don't just offer to help people randomly, make sure that you know folks and be safe. Being safe is super important as well. And I think there was another ruling that went out today. I saw something about something about Indian nations not being sovereign anymore. I have not seen.
Yeah, I haven't looked up. I haven't looked into that, but something about that. I saw that too.
No, this is bad. It's bad. I don't know, Sarah. I don't understand, and just golly.
Yeah.
So
Somebody asked what we're watching in the next couple of streams. Next week we're back to Hilda. We'll be watching
Hilda, just the next episode
season 2, episode 10, which is the
on
Yule
Netflix.
Lads. Yes, the Yule Lads. And then in 2 weeks we're back to Deep Space Nine, and we will be watching another classic episode, Defiant.
They're all classics to you.
Well, but Defiant is special because it guest stars a certain gentleman by the name of Jonathan Frakes.
Your dad,
My space
Daddy.
dad, my space dad is in the next Deep Space Nine that we're watching. But next week we're watching Hilda, and then the week after that we're back to Deep Space Nine for Defiant. So there we go. And I just added the links to the description of this live stream. So
Sweet.
There we go.
I put up my I set up the live stream for not next Saturday, or not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Oh, good. I will put that in the. I'll add that link to my upcoming Ask Away for next week, so it'll be in place. We got it. See, we got it all taken care of. We got it all set up.
Maybe you do, not so much with me. I'm working on it. I'm getting there, guys.
All right. So Dana has a review video to shoot, and that's it. Thank you all so much.
That's it. That's the show, folks.
That's the show, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us to watch Deep Space Nine. We'll be back next week to watch Hilda together.
Have a lovely rest of your day, however long that may be, and a lovely tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.